spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ray. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own only in the hops. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45, on his way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Washington State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Gives it on the option. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's Haas. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Meriden. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They want to run it left here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw, it's Simmons. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ellison. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Quickly complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Voorhees. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The punt team makes its way onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room, it's Diggs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Haas. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a man, it's Wallace. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They punt it away on 4th down. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The short hands, it's dribbling. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw at Simmons. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Pocket breaking down. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. QB draw. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Ellison. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And you've already set your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout of turning it on. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Find some fresh air.
Return is tackled down at the 36. And your Ole Miss Rebels will take over. 1st and 10.
They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give is to Taylor. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellison. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Quarterback keeps it. Finding open areas. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. Washington State will have to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch at the 35. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the play fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to do it on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's Meredith. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Makes the catch, it's Ellison. Great move, now he's got room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Washington State ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw. Makes the catch. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Washington State going back to work on first down.
Good enough for first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ellison. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wazoo!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And the Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.